Welcome to the YouTube channel, Captivating Home, where we explore beautiful yet practical design ideas for stylish living in even the smallest spaces. In today's video, we're diving into small space green and white NO Christmas Decor 2025, focusing on warm, minimal, elegant seasonal style without festive symbolism or holiday-specific themes. This approach keeps your space timeless and clutter-free, while still feeling cozy and refreshing throughout the winter season and beyond. We'll look at how natural greens and whites can transform any apartment, studio, or compact home into a serene oasis of style. If you love interior design that's thoughtful, calming, and spatially smart, you're in the right place. Don't forget to subscribe at the end so you never miss new content from Captivating Home. One, green and white palette, the foundation of calm. The green and white combination works beautifully in small spaces because it brings clarity and freshness while maintaining visual lightness. White tones enlarge the perceived spatial boundaries, allowing walls and surfaces to visually recede, while green introduces the gentle vibrancy of nature. For interiors that tend to feel visually crowded, this pairing provides psychological spaciousness and an airy feel. Whether you use bold leafy elements or subtle pastel greens, the result is harmonious and soothing. You can use different shades of white, matte ivory, cool eggshell, or soft pearl, paired with greens ranging from eucalyptus to moss to sage. Each tone adds tonal layers that keep the palette from becoming monotonous while preserving a calm atmosphere. This refined use of color makes your design feel intentional rather than improvised. Ultimately, your decor should breathe rather than shout, allowing beauty through understatement. Two, natural greenery without seasonal symbolism. Natural plants, branches, and foliage are key to bringing genuine life into your space, especially when chosen without reference to specific holidays. Consider using ferns, olive branches, rosemary sprigs, or potted succulents to create organic moments throughout your home. These elements soften corners, lift visual energy, and add an inherent sense of vitality. They work all year long because they reference nature, rather than a temporary calendar occasion. You can place greens in glass jars, ceramic pots, or woven containers to emphasize textural contrast and quiet natural warmth. Rather than crowding every surface with greenery, choose strategic placements, like along a windowsill, beside a sofa, or near the entry to create curated visual pathways. The goal is to build a cohesive sense of continuity between rooms while maintaining openness. Natural living greens communicate timeless charm and lasting freshness. Three, clean lines and minimal furnishing. Simple furnishings with clean lines help maintain a minimalist profile, avoiding unnecessary ornamentation and visual clutter. A slim console table, a compact sofa, or a floating wall shelf can provide function without consuming too much floor space. The idea is to give your eyes a clear visual path so the room feels calm and airy. When everything has purpose and intentionality, the space naturally becomes more livable and serene. This principle also applies to decor placement. Rather than grouping multiple figurines or objects, choose one meaningful piece that speaks loudly through simplicity. For example, a single ceramic bowl, a sculptural vase, or a textured throw can define a room's aesthetic direction. When items are spaced thoughtfully, they add elegance instead of clutter. Less truly becomes more when each item holds importance and presence. (4) Textural layering for depth without crowding. Texture plays a critical role in a green and white decor scheme, especially when physical space is limited. Instead of adding more objects, introduce tactile depth through materials. Think linen cushions, wool throws, bamboo weaves, and brushed stone surfaces. These textures add richness that you can feel rather than see overwhelmingly. A room becomes engaging not through quantity but through the sensory pleasure of materials. You might pair a smooth tabletop with a ribbed vase or contrast a soft cotton pillow with a crisp linen slipcover. These micro-contrasts add intrigue and character without disturbing the room's calmness. Subtle differences in texture invite touch and exploration, bringing comfort into your environment. Ultimately, texture becomes the quiet designer in your space, making everything feel grounded and intimate. (5) Smart storage with style. One of the biggest challenges in small space living is storing your belongings without visual chaos. This is where stylish storage comes in, like minimalist baskets, fabric-lined cubes, or built-in shelving that doubles as decor. These storage components allow everyday items to disappear from sight while contributing aesthetically to the room. When storage looks like design, organization becomes effortless. Think of storage as part of your display rather than something to hide. A well-chosen woven basket in muted green tones or a crisp white storage box can reinforce your visual palette. The key is to use storage that feels like furniture rather than clutter control. By curating your storage choices, you allow function and beauty to coexist seamlessly in your living space. Six. Soft lighting and ambient glow. Lighting profoundly affects mood, and in a neutral green minimalist environment, warm ambient light makes everything feel gentle and inviting. Soft light sources like table lamps, glow diffusers, or warm LED strips can illuminate surfaces without harsh glare. A gentle wash of light across pale walls makes the room visually expand. Lighting becomes the emotional tone setter. Instead of bright overhead fixtures, use layered lighting from multiple levels, floor, table, and wall. This creates dimension and balance, enhancing textures and emphasizing your chosen greenery accents. The subtle interplay between light and shadow adds depth and elegance. When lighting is handled thoughtfully, your space transforms into a soothing refuge from overstimulation. Seven. Curated art and neutral visual accents. Art in small spaces should be intentional and non-overpowering, especially when working within a calming green and white scheme. Choose art with abstract, botanical, or textural motifs that complement your palette without introducing overpowering colors or thematic messaging. Clean framed prints or monochrome sketches work beautifully in this environment. They contribute to the decor by reinforcing serenity rather than demanding attention. One impactful piece of wall art is often more powerful than a gallery wall in compact rooms. When art has breathing space around it, it feels more meaningful and visually restful. The goal is not to fill the wall, but to guide the eye gracefully. Your space becomes more like a curated exhibit of calm, rather than a cluttered collage. Eight. Organic materials and eco-comfort. Incorporating natural materials like wood, stone, clay, or cotton brings an honest, grounded quality to your space. These textures harmonize beautifully with the green-white palette and reinforce a connection to the natural world. Even small accents, a wooden tray, a ceramic planter, a stone coaster can add earthy richness. The result is a space that feels genuinely calming and environmentally empathetic. Using organic materials also fosters sustainability, encouraging thoughtful consumption and meaningful design. Objects with authentic texture age gracefully rather than becoming outdated. This creates a long-lasting style that doesn't need constant refresh. Your space evolves naturally with time, acquiring character and warmth. (9) Furniture placement for flow and space illusion. The way furniture is arranged dramatically affects how large a room feels. Placing key items along perimeter lines rather than centrally opens up the core living area. This gives the illusion of expanded floor space and easier movement. Good flow evokes psychological calm, which is part of the design philosophy behind minimal green and white styling. You can also create visual zones, like reading corners or window seating, without physically dividing the space. A single chair and small table near a window can feel like a peaceful micro-room. Even in a studio, this helps organize perception and activity while keeping the vibe uncluttered. Strategic placement increases both functional efficiency and aesthetic clarity. Scent, sound, and subtle atmospheres. Decor isn't just visual, it's experiential. Light botanical or earthy scents can subtly reinforce the green and white tranquility, perhaps through eucalyptus-based diffusers or natural soy candles. These soft fragrance notes add an immersive dimension. A room becomes not just seen but felt through the senses. Gentle ambient sounds like calm instrumental music or soft airflow can enhance the atmosphere of peace. The result is a living space that nourishes the mind and expands the subjective sense of comfort. You're not just decorating a room, you're crafting a sanctuary. Sensory harmony becomes the final layer of design. Conclusion: your space, your oasis. Thank you for joining us on this journey through Small Space Green and White No Christmas Decor 2025, where we've explored how thoughtful color choices, texture, lighting, and intentional placement can transform even the smallest home into a calming haven. By focusing on timeless natural harmony instead of seasonal symbolism, you create a living environment that is both contemporary and enduring. Your home becomes a restorative space that supports emotional well-being. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to Captivating Home for more stylish and uplifting design inspiration.